Jamwaka once again. So today we're going to learn how to create a document on Microsoft Microsoft Excel worksheet. So this is what you're going to first do. We're going to first create a folder. Here you right click on your mouse or on the touchpad on your laptop. So you go to new and then you look for Microsoft Excel worksheet. Click on it. So here a folder is formed. So you double click on it and then it opens. So here we are seeing that on our screen we are having our Excel. It has a big number of columns and rows in that way. So we are going to make perhaps something. We are going to make a document, though having functions of position, average, sum, percentage, average, and so on. So let's assume we are having a specific number, like create some names. Pio, Amito, Mary, Keke, Kaka. So here we can give them perhaps some marks in some subjects. We can say chemistry. This one has maybe 20%, the other one 90, the other one 67, the other one 54. Then here in math we can say we're having 34, 67, 16, 90. Then maybe here we can have geography. This person having 89, 02, 56, 75. And then here we can say English. So I'm having 70, 80, 97, 65. So we're going to first get the sum. Now, when we are getting the sum, there are certain specific functions that we use. Here we shall start by pressing an equal sign. Yeah. Then you type in sum in capital letters, and then you open your bracket. So you go to your first. So we go to our first column, this one of chemistry. You click on it, and then you add. You first press shift and then this. Then you again click on that other column. You again add. And again you click on the third one. You again add. You click on the first one. That's a row. Sorry. Then I will close our bracket. Then we press enter. So the sum of the very first person will appear. So in order for us not to repeat it by doing the same thing, we come at the end of our little box. So we find a plus, that's plus sign. So we shall click on it together with the left part of the mouse. Then we roll it down slowly up to the last one. So the other sums of the different subjects comes in. Then now we go to the average. Then here, when you're going to find the average, you press our equal sign, you open, no, you press our equal sign, type in the word average, yeah, you open the bracket, then we go to our first row, click on it, you add, go to this other row, you add this other one, you add this other one, you add, no, here, and now we close the bracket, and then we divide it by the total number of subjects, which are actually 4. So divide by 4, press enter. So that's where our average comes in. We do the same thing, you roll it down, then the other average comes. So here again we can possibly find the position. So when you are finding the position, you press an equal sign, you write rank, we type in rank, and then you open the bracket. So when you are finding like position, we use average, yeah, and then we put a colon, no, we just put a colon, then now we put in this dollar sign, yeah, then we put in the G. This G comes from the part of the average. Then again we put in this sign, and again we put in 2, then again we put in the colon, I mean, we put in the dollar sign, then again a G, then again a dollar sign, and then 4. This 4 stands for the number of people. Since we are ranking, they want to find their specific position. So, and that is going to be perhaps in, I put it in descending order. Close our bracket and enter. Now that is an error that is very commonly used. All of you always make mistakes with that. It is not supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be knowing where to put the columns, because we usually have commas. So some of you tend to forget the comma. So we are going to repeat it again. Put in our rank. Yeah. We open our bracket. We go for our average, which is in G2, which is in this column of G. And now we put a comma, not a column. Then we put in our dollar sign. We put in our dollar sign. Put in our dollar sign, and then we put in a G. I must be in capital, remember. Then another dollar sign, then a 2. Then this is where we apply the column. After then, we put it another dollar sign, and then a G, then a dollar sign, and then a 4. I mean, it's a 5 by the way. Since there are 5 people, you should be knowing the number of people that you are putting. After then you close the bracket and then you press enter. So here the position comes in. Make it up to here. So realize it has come in an ascending order, whereby the one on the first is actually the last. So then here we are going to learn how to. So here in our last column, we want to find the percentage score. By the way, here now sometimes we usually have long words or long sentences, and you want them to fit into this box, and these boxes are actually usually small. So there is something we do. First of all, we start by wrapping the text. So we are going to click in the box and left click. Yeah, but we have to first write something, say like percent, then we click on it. So here many options come in this long box. So we go to format cells, then this comes, this dialog box comes. So we go to alignment, then we see wrap text, we click on it and then OK. So here with this, our word percentage score will be able to fit in. Percentage score. So with that we can even adjust in this. Yeah. So this is how we find our percentage score, because when you're going to find the percentage score, we have to use it in the column. We're going to use the column of sum. So we shall come to, obviously we're supposed to start with an equal sign, then we go to our F2. Yeah, out of the total number, like total percentage of the people around. So here we have 4 people, so we shall put over 400 times 100, and we press enter. So that's our percentage score. This is what comes in. We do the same thing we're doing so that it applies on everyone. Now sometimes we are asked to create graphs, which we actually at some point don't know how to. Okay, it's not usually in this specific type of data, but then I can just give you a way of how we can do it. Now that means we are going to create a graph. Let's just create. So we start by highlighting this. No, I'll choose another names. Yeah, that's how we create data on Microsoft Excel datasheet. I mean Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching my video. Please wait in for the next